Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe. Thank you if you do. Please leave a thumbs up. Thank you if you do. Please share this video. Thank you if you do. Please hit that notification bell so you know when I'm posting. Thank you if you do. Please go to the links below the video for my Patreon. Email me. Follow me on social media. Or you can buy a t-shirt. And thank you if you do. So what we got here today is the Taurus reading for February 2020. Alright, Taurus, I pulled up astrology.com, horoscope, month of February 2020. The moon is in your sensory sign on the first couple of days of February, so you'll be focused on having your needs met. Of course, you can take care of business yourself, but it is so much more fun when someone else helps. Luckily, you know when to take advantage of a situation and when to rely on your own abilities. Your home planet Venus moves into fiery Aries on the 7th, causing some disruption in your peaceful life. Just when things have been going according to plan, this transit could cause you to veer off course. Getting out of your routine and doing something spontaneously can shake things up in a good way, though. A full moon in dramatic Leo on February 8th brings good balance to the rather aloof energy of the Aquarius sun and shows you how to be a more exuberant, outgoing version of yourself. This lunation reminds you that it's okay to live large and loud and to express what's in your heart. A square between your home planet Venus and lucky Jupiter on the 23rd brings a lighten-hearted vibe, where problems arise when you're so busy having fun that you forget about your responsibilities. It's okay to party and have a good time, but don't do it in excess. Or it says don't do it to excess. So. Alright. Present, your current situation, Taurus, in February of 2020. The Star. So the Star in the current situation represents that you're in good space. You got high hopes. You got faith. Things are going to work out. Good vibes, good energy. You know, putting the past behind you, moving forward. But it's just the beginning. Star doesn't give you any promises, it just gives you that energy you need to move forward. Alright, next is influence, helpful or challenging energies for Taurus, February 2020. The Ace of Wands in reverse. So this Ace of Wands represents passion, of new beginning of creative forces, or working a new job, or a new path. Putting your 2 weeks in and working on your own aspirations or things that whatever it is that you have in your life for the situation in February. It relates to what I read in the horoscope, though. Because it's reversed, and it said in the horoscope, but it's so much more fun when someone else helps. So because reverse just means you get half the meaning of the card, or half the effect of the card. And it's helpful or challenging for you. The Ace of Wands. To be specific here, let me just go ahead and read out of this book that I have for tarot cards. Creativity, excitement, adventure, courage, personal power. Creative force, enthusiasm, confidence, courage. Remember, it's in reverse, so you only get half the effect in February. But it's challenging for you, or it's helpful for you to understand what your situation is. Next is the past issues, the basis of the situation for Taurus in February of 2020. Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands here in the basis of the situation, past issues, is showing that, there's two paths. If you can see the card. And then, so maybe you've been burning your candle at both ends, or maybe you've been trying to accomplish too much at the same time, and now you see that things aren't as easy as you thought it would be, because the Ace of Wands in reverse and the challenging are helpful energy with the creative new passions and what's coming up. You're looking ahead to how that's going to be. And this has to do with your personal power. You're in a current situation, you have the stars, so you're not really affected by how it's worked out for you or not. You're staying focused on the path ahead. And you're self-empowered. You got this, kind of confidence-wise. But that is the basis of past issues, basis of the situation for February. What's the immediate past? What is behind you, Taurus, in February of 2020. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles could be a Virgo. Represents Virgo for me. But it's what is behind you. So maybe there's some relationship with the Virgo that's in your past. It also represents material inspiration or adequacies, providing enough, but it was in reverse, so it's only half of the effect of the card. And it also could be dealing with children, but since it's in your immediate past position, I'm thinking this has to do with your, everything is okay, but it's not great, like, in your home life. And that was kind of the past issue for you. But it seems like you may have it seem to, it may seem that you have it all under control, taken care of, looking on progression at home, which may be fueling your passion of a new beginning to provide a better future than you are currently in with the Ace of Wands. What are the crowning thoughts, your thoughts regarding the situation in February, Taurus, 2020? The Queen of Pentacles could just be you, Taurus. Maybe you have Virgo in your chart somewhere that resembles what I'm talking about. Remember, that was your immediate past. So just recently, or in January when this video is being made and posted. Eight of Cups. Alright, so with the Eight of Cups, this represents moving away or moving on from a situation or an issue that you've had in the past. This is in your crowning thoughts. And I see the star here. So that's what you're doing. And the Two of Wands, like directly opposite down here with the base of the situation, past issues. So you're putting all the emotional strife you've had in the past, moving on from it. It may be the Virgo thing that I mentioned, but you're in good energy with that star as your current situation. The Ace of Wands challenging or helping you. The Eight of Cups also can be an awakening card, like awoke. A lot of people call this the awakening. People are waking up to the BS that's happening in the world or in their lives. about the lies they've been believing in. So you may be moving on from that. You may be a different person than you were before now, and feel better about things, having hope. And maybe you didn't have hope before. Immediate future, what is about to happen for Taurus February of 2020? King of Cups. So, the King of Cups is a Cancer card for me. It's the Cancer sign. So you may have a Cancer show up in your life pretty soon, pretty quick, in February. And it also represents wise, caring, calm, tolerant, diplomatic. So you will become that as well, Taurus. So this is about, I think this is mostly about personal self-growth from one, because of the Eight of Cups and the Two of Wands. You're going from, like, you're shedding your skin and getting a new skin, or you're transitioning from one aspect of yourself to another aspect of yourself. Or you're developing new skill sets. Because the Ace of Wands, this is a beginning of passion, creativity, or like we talked about earlier. So this is all tying together here. And I think it mostly has to do with what you working on yourself. Next, your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation for Taurus in February of 2020. You know, what's crazy about this reading is that Amanda, if you don't know who she is, she's sometimes on some of my videos. She's my wife and the mother of my two daughters, is a Taurus. But she has an Aries rising. And I'm a Cancer with Aries rising, so. Six of Swords. So with the Six of Swords being in your fears, because this card could be positive or negative. It could be depression, seeming like nothing's ever going to change. But that has to do with your fears. So you're worried that it's just more of the same. It's not really going to get better. I mean, it directly relates to Eight of Cups. These two cards together signify moving on or going on a trip, which you might be doing both, and the trip may help you move on. Alright, next, environmental factors. How others see you, Taurus, February of 2020. Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, it has a dual meaning as well. It means, focusing on your work, yourself, your finances, and getting what you need. But it also could represent jealousy, hoarding, or selfishness, or ego problems. So that's how people are going to be seeing you right now. They see you possibly. I get that you're doing what you got to do, but at what cost? Are you being jealous of some? Is this because you're being jealous? Is this because you're being selfish? Is this because you're having greed? That's how people are seeing it right now. It could be either way. Your hopes, what you really wish for Taurus in February of 2020. Nine of Cups in reverse. So, this is a card that I call, what's that phrase? Having your cake too, or eating all your, or something like that. I can't remember, but you obviously have a brewer here, and he's got all the cups full, and he's cheers. I've done it. I've filled up all these barrels. Self-indulgence. Having more than you need. Now, that's what you wish for. Having a treasure trove of all the blessings. Now, it is in reverse, so it's not the full effect of what you really hope are for. So I assume that you want to be generous and help others possibly, because it is a cups, emotions. So you want to be able to share your happiness with others. The Nine of Cups is one of the most promising of the tarot and is sometimes referred to as the wish card, which is exactly what position it is in. Your wish, your hopes, what you really wish for. Signifying the achievement of an important desire that brings you fulfillment. It can represent emotional and material fulfillment, abundance, also sensual pleasures. Indicates you will feel well pleased. So being able to buy all those fancy things and nice stuff. Outcome. Answers to your question, Taurus, in February of 2020. The Ace of Swords. So, before I get into the Ace of Swords there for your outcome, this whole reading, it reflects back to what I said in the horoscope. Getting out of your routine and doing something spontaneous can shake things up in a good way. Venus moves into fire Aries on the 7th, causing some disruption in your peaceful life. Just when things have been going according to plan, this transit could cause you to veer off course. So, with the Ace of Swords is your outcome, and Aces Wands, the Aces all, coordinate in some way. If you have more than one Ace, they cooperate. So the Ace of Wands is your challenging aspect. But with the Ace of Swords, says here what a wonderfully powerful card this is. When the Ace of Swords appears, it signifies victory and triumph over difficulties. So it's going to work out for you. In order to do so, you will use great reserves of inner strength and clarity of thought. So your success is well deserved. The Ace of Swords represent great force of strength and inner power, showing you have the ability to overcome setbacks and adversity. This is a card of victory and triumph through one's own actions. So earlier we talked about your fears being the Six of Swords and how it relates to your Eight of Cups and your crowning thoughts. And then your current situation with the Star, I mean, just stay on track. Stay on what you're doing. Keep right now at the beginning of February. Keep that energy going through all of February. Your mental, just go through the experience. You've got this. Don't doubt the path that you're going on. Go ahead and experience the fear or what you're thinking about, but just know that it is only that. It's not everything. And then one other thing I wanted to read to you was the Ace of Swords is a symbol of possibility in the new area of intelligence, reason, justice, truth, clarity, and fortitude. In readings, it shows that a seed of clear understanding has been planted in your life, although you may not yet recognize it. When the seed sprouts, it could take almost any form. It might be a compelling idea, desire for the truth, call of justice, or a need to be honest. So you're going to have to be honest with yourself and others. That's what you're going to achieve, your outcome. On the outside, it could be an offer, gift, opportunity, encounter, or synchronistic event. When paired with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords is intelligence, reason, justice, truth, clarity, perseverance. And with the Ace of Wands, creativity, excitement, adventure, courage, personal power. Alright. Let's get some additional clues and guidance about this reading in our fan for Taurus in February of 2020. Page of Swords, King of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Magician in reverse. So the Page of Swords could be called the bearer of bad news, which could be possibly part of the causing some disruption in your peaceful life. King of Wands is a Sagittarius card for me, but it resembles being able to go about your work without restraint, entrepreneurship, building your own business. And then the Nine of Swords is inner turmoil, worry, and doubt. And then the Magician in reverse, so you only get half the effect of the Magician, is being able to manifest. The Magician's message is to inform you that you have all the skills and ability required to handle a task well and bring it to a successful conclusion. Just like the Magician, you must apply yourself with concentration and willpower in order to succeed, but you have all the potential to do so. This is a time for action and initiative. In any new ventures, you need to have confidence that you are indeed heading in the right direction. So that's the overall meaning of this spread here. Additional clues and guidance about the reading was potential bad news, Entrepreneurship, being able to do what you need without restraint. Inner turmoil, worry, doubt. But you get half the power from the magician. So it's not the full. So you might have to double up on what the magician really means and concentrating and working hard. But with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, you got this. So if you want to get more from this reading, I do a part 2 video where I pull the Epic Tarot deck and ask it why each card is in their position and get more into what this reading is about for you in February. And I also pull a card from Sacred Power reading cards for the fan spread for the overall meaning of what this month is for you in February of 2020.